A billionaire woman gave a homeless single father her unlimited credit card and walked away. Less than 1 hour later, her phone buzzed. A transaction receipt appeared. It wasn't alcohol, it wasn't designer clothes, it wasn't a luxury hotel. It was something that made her sit down. Because at that moment, she realized she hadn't tested him. He had tested her, and neither of them were ready for what that truth would cost. Evelyn Ashford was 39 years old, CEO of Ashford Global Industries. Net worth, $11.3 billion. She owned a penthouse overlooking Boston Harbor, 12-foot glass windows, museum-grade artwork, marble floors that echoed when she walked across them alone. She had 3 vacation homes. Her heels cost more than some people's rent. But every morning, she woke up feeling hollow. Her father, Montgomery Ashford, had raised her on one philosophy.
Trust is a luxury poor people abuse. Give them help and they'll take everything.
She believed it, not because she was cruel, but because she had never seen proof otherwise. Every donation she made went through lawyers. Every act of charity was calculated. She had never, not once, looked someone in the eyes and helped without protection. Until that January morning. Back Bay Station was freezing. The kind of cold that doesn't just sit on the skin, it enters your bones. Evelyn was rushing
Evelyn,
to an
the board is
emergency
waiting.
board meeting. Her assistant trailing behind, phone buzzing, investors angry, deals pending. And then she saw him, a man sitting against the subway tile wall. Early 30s, maybe mid, but exhaustion aged him. Beside him, a little boy, no older than 5, asleep against his chest. The father's arms wrapped around the child like armor. A cardboard sign lay at his feet. Single dad, lost everything. My son needs help. Anything helps. Evelyn slowed down. Her assistant almost ran into her. Miss Ashford, we are late. But
Miss
Evelyn
Ashford?
didn't move because the father wasn't begging. He wasn't calling out. He wasn't performing. He just held his son like nothing else existed. And when their eyes met, he looked embarrassed. I'm sorry, he said quickly. We're not in anyone's way. We can move. He apologized for existing. That hit her harder than any boardroom betrayal ever had. What's your name? She asked. He hesitated. Marcus.
Eli.
Marcus Hale. And your son? His arms tightened instantly. John.
John.
The way he said it, soft, protective, sacred.
How long have you been out here?
Marcus swallowed.
4 months.
4 months. 4 months.
4 months.
A 5-year-old boy sleeping on subway floors while thousands walked by daily. Her father's voice echoed in her head.
They'll drain you dry.
Maybe, or maybe not. She wanted to know. Evelyn reached into her purse, pulled out a black credit card. The credit card had no limit, no restrictions. It's her personal account. She held it out. Marcus stared at it like it was a trap. It's yours for 24 hours, she said calmly.
It's yours
No
for
limit,
24 hours.
No conditions.
No limit,
Buy
no conditions, buy whatever you want.
His pride battled survival across his face. Why? He whispered.
Because I want to know something.
She said.
I want to know what someone does with everything when they've had nothing.
When they've had nothing. His hand trembled as he took it.
24 hours. I'll meet you here tomorrow.
And she walked away, heart pounding, unsure if she'd just been brave or foolish. Evelyn didn't sleep. She tracked the card. Midnight, nothing. 2 a.m., nothing. 6:14 a.m., $42.17, CVS Downtown Crossing. Then $58.30, Target South Bay. Then $124.92, Stop and Shop South Bay. No luxury stores, no electronics, just essentials. Her chest tightened, not in anger, but in anticipation. She returned to Back Bay the next day. Marcus was there, but John was smiling, wearing a new winter coat, holding a dinosaur toy. His hair washed, his skin clean and shiny. Marcus
I was going to return it.
immediately held out the card.
I just needed to get him what he needed
I was going
first.
to return it, he said quickly.
What did you buy?
I just needed to get him what he needed first. What did you buy? She asked. He handed her the receipts. Children's coat, boots, socks, underwear, cold medicine, multivitamins, groceries. Then she saw it. At the bottom, $100 Boston Men's Family Shelter donation.
You
She looked
donated.
up sharply. You donated? Marcus looked ashamed.
They let us stay twice when they were full. I figured someone else might need a bed tonight.
He was homeless and he gave money away? Her voice went silent, completely silent. If this moment is touching you right now, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what would you have done? And be honest. Would you have spent it on yourself or would you have done what Marcus did? Comment below. I read every single comment. And if stories like this remind you that humanity isn't dead yet, hit that like button and subscribe because we need more of this in the world. Now, let's continue. You didn't buy anything for yourself, she said quietly. Marcus shrugged. I'm his dad. That's my job. No self-pity, no performance, just truth. Something broke inside Evelyn. Not painfully, but permanently. She said, come with me. He stiffened. Where? Somewhere warm, she said. The Four Seasons, corner suite, 2 bedrooms. Marcus froze at the doorway. He had slept on concrete for 4 months. Now he was staring at a carpet softer than anything his son had ever touched. John ran in laughing. Dad, there's a bathtub! Marcus stood there and cried quietly because fathers don't cry loudly. They cry in silence. Evelyn turned away to give him dignity. The next morning, she came back with a plan. Apartment, training job, healthcare, school enrollment. Marcus kept shaking his head. Why are you doing this? She said, because you proved my father wrong. You had everything for 24 hours and you chose love. They moved into a small 2-bedroom apartment. Nothing fancy, but safe. John had his first real bed. Marcus sat beside it that first night, watching his son sleep, like he was guarding a treasure. Marcus enrolled in a commercial electrician training program. He worked harder than anyone in the class, graduated top 3, got hired with full benefits. John, on the other hand, thrived in school, made friends, drew dinosaurs that filled the fridge. Evelyn visited often, not as a benefactor, but as a family. She attended John's first school play. He forgot half his lines, but smiled anyway, and Marcus cried again. One evening, Marcus handed her the credit card. I kept it, I admitted. I was scared that if I gave it back, everything would disappear. She smiled. Keep it. What? Emergency fund. You've earned trust. He looked at her like she had given him oxygen. Evelyn stood at a podium, announcing the Ashford Foundation for Single Fathers and Families. Housing, training, childcare, dignity. No bureaucracy, no humiliation, just help. And in the front row, Marcus and John, wearing clean clothes bought with earned money, not charity. Evelyn locked eyes with Marcus and smiled. The test she thought she gave him had actually tested her. Outside, John hugged her tightly. Your family now, right? Marcus smiled. Yes, she is. Evelyn felt something melt that had been frozen for decades. Her father had been wrong. The poor weren't dangerous. Desperation didn't create monsters. It revealed character. And Marcus Hale had more character than most boardrooms she'd ever sat in. If this story moved you, don't just scroll. Share it with someone who needs to believe good people still exist. Drop a comment telling me what part hit you hardest. And if you want more powerful, emotional stories like this, hit that subscribe button right now. Because sometimes, one decision can change 2 lives. And sometimes, the person you test ends up saving you. See you in the next story.